The sun has risen. It's September 21st, Thursday, the year of our Lord, 2023. Welcome back. Week 2, football season, second take, episode 2. Here we are. I'm John. That's Naaman. Let's get it kicking.
Hell yeah. NFL week 2 was last week. This week we got a very similar rundown for you guys. Overreactions. John and I are each going to give one from the previous week. Then we got John and my way too early MVP picks. And then after that, we're going to do Schmuck of the Week. And then we're going to get this thing rolling. Pretty quick video this week. For overreactions, John, you want to kick us off?
I mean, my overreaction is a little out there, I'd say, but I think the Bengals are going to finish third in the AFC North, but they're still going to make the playoffs. I think the Bengals have a really easy schedule outside of their division, but they just cannot put it together. They're 0-2 in the division, or they're 0-1 in the division already.
Right. Yeah.
So it's just, you got to put it together soon. And I think after week 1, people were just like, you had a bad week. But right now you have a lot of doubters, and we'll see in week 3 what happens. But right now I think they're finishing third in that division with the Browns in fourth, sadly, after Nick Chubb getting hurt this week.
Yeah, the Nick Chubb injury was just absolutely brutal. And I don't know if I see the Bengals making the playoffs this year, but it is early, so I'll give it to you. And all right, my overreaction for the week is that I think that the Browns, I think that they already have in many regards. But I think that the Browns are going to continue to live to regret letting Baker Mayfield go. I think that we saw a couple years ago they let him go. It seemed like it was going to be this great idea. Deshaun Watson allegations, he ends up suspended. They missed the playoffs a couple of times. And now Baker Mayfield is 2-0 with the Buccaneers squad that is very similarly built to that Browns team.
Yeah.
So yeah. I'm just looking, if I'm the Browns right now, given that Deshaun Watson has started the season with a couple picks and a couple touchdowns, playing very, very mediocre football with a great supporting cast.
Yeah.
I'm feeling pretty bad if I'm the Browns right now.
Yeah, I think the relationship with Baker Mayfield was down the toilet. I don't think there was any way in keeping him after last season, but I think not having him, having him would be better than having Deshaun Watson right now. But we'll see, there are a few stragglers of Deshaun Watson fans out there that believe in him, whoever you are.
Bill Cosby.
Think about your life choices. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I just the more I watch the Browns, the more it's just like, God damn it, these guys, they just need a quarterback to play good football. Not even MVP level football. They just need a quarterback to play objectively acceptable football for them. And I think that they could be a real threat.
They need fourth quarter Mac Jones. That's who they need.
Oh God. Okay. All right. And for MVP this year, I'm loving Tua. I'm loving every second of it. That dude has a cannon. I think he's always had a cannon. But he is throwing the ball so far down the field. Tyreek Hill, he's definitely a bit of a rack monster. Tua definitely throws his guys open. But that, I feel like it speaks to a quarterback's skill. Being a rack monster doesn't necessarily mean that you're just relying on your receivers to get open. It's also throwing them open. And I've seen a lot of that from Tua so far this year. Yeah. And I think he continues to throw them open. The Dolphins continue to roll. And I see no reason why, as long as that Dolphins offense stays healthy, Tua couldn't win an MVP.
Yeah, they're at the end of the season, they're going to look at the stats. They're going to look at those yards. They're going to look at the touchdowns. And if he keeps on the track he is, I can agree with that. However, my MVP selection, and it's going to be not a surprise for a lot of people, it's Patrick Mahomes. He continues to be one of the top league quarterbacks. And, the Chiefs started out 0-1, but they're back on track, 1-1. He has 530 passing yards, 4 touchdowns. He's playing good football, and he's got Travis Kelce back. He will be fine. The Chiefs will be fine. And he is going to have another MVP caliber season. And I think he's going to stay on that track for a few more seasons at least now. And I just think to take him out of the MVP conversation right now is
Yeah.
insane. And I think he just has the ability to play a full season of amazing MVP caliber football. And I don't trust that in Tua right now after what we've seen in past seasons.
Yeah, that's fair. Tua has come out hot before. So, I do agree with you. Patrick Mahomes always going to be in that conversation. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like for purposes, like at some point we just gotta like put him above the list. Like Madden. You play Madden and there are teams like you can't use the Chiefs in Madden 23 or whatever, and it's just
Yeah.
like that's where Patrick Mahomes it lives on the MVP ladder for me right now.
Yeah.
Before we get any further, I wanted to give second takes sincerest condolences to the family of the man that was killed at the Patriots game. It appeared to be some sort of cardiac arrest event after blunt force trauma to the head during an altercation where he didn't throw a punch back. And as of today, Norfolk County, the DA's office came out with a statement saying that they didn't see any reason in the coroner's office why the punch would have led to his death. And I think that's causing a lot of outrage for many people because people don't just go into cardiac arrest, and he got hit
Yeah.
and then went into cardiac arrest. So sincerest condolences from everyone over here at Second Take, and thoughts and prayers to his family. And there are definitely GoFundMe set up, so go find those and donate to the cause. Yeah.
Yep.
And yeah, that brings us to Schmuck of the Week. But before we got to get to Schmuck of the Week, we're going to hit you with the NFL is back for 2 weeks now. And for those of you that want to make money, we have an expert to recommend. It's Elite Bettings. I know you've seen a lot of fake cappers like Cody Covers or Hujo.
I couldn't tell you. You
Vegas
gotta tell me.
Dave. Vegas Dave. Boo.
Boo. Lost a lot of money to Vegas Dave.
But Elite Bettings has nothing to do with them. He has hit 77.7% win on football since 2016. All results are recorded and they propose a money back guarantee, making them the only ones on the market to do so. It means if the record is negative on the week, you get your money back. Right now, they are running a limited time offer, $9 for 1 week. You can't miss it. You shouldn't miss it. Don't miss it. Elite Bettings is pretty much free money.
Yes, sir.
Thank you to Elite Bettings for sponsoring this episode of Second Take NFL podcast. And now, Schmuck the Week.
Do,
Woo!
do.
And
Yes, sir.
yeah, so John, start us off.
I'm gonna say one of the most disappointing players so far this season. I mean, not even just this week, but Justin Fields. Wow, man. The Bears are 0-2. You were supposed to be the truth for this Bears team. And now
So awful.
you are the false. Yep. Yeah. Boom. Mic drop. Yeah, you're just playing terrible football with a good surrounding cast. And especially this week with the whole blaming it on the coaching staff. No, dude, you just suck fat nuts. So
Yeah.
figure it out, big guy. Either figure out how to run the ball or throw the ball or get half good at both of them. Because that's literally all you need to do right now because your team is well built.
Yeah. I mean, watching him throw that pick was just one of the as a Packers fan, just one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life.
Oh yeah.
And for me, I got Josh Jacobs on the week. I think everyone was so caught up in hating Justin Fields that they forgot that this motherfucker ran for -2 yards.
Easy.
9 carries, -2 yards. He's got like 50 on the season. So if I'm a Josh Jacobs fantasy owner, I am selling. I am selling Josh Jacobs very hard. And Justin Fields. I mean, Justin Fields will continue his fantasy production just because he runs so much.
Yeah.
But I mean, just terrible football that he was playing this past week. And that is going to bring us to the end of the episode. John, got anything else to
Yeah.
say?
Thank you for watching. We'll see you
Yeah.
next week.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you guys next
Yeah.
week.